Good morning, emoji sunrise over mountains.
About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Atlanta Braves. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Atlanta Braves are in position to sweep this three-game series with a win. So, Chris, back at Truist Park, and today's starting pitcher, Jimmy Franklin. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Michael Harris in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ripped to short. Whips it to Mountcastle.
One up,
and
one down.
Quick out number one.
Batting second, the designated hitter,
J.P. Crawford next up for the Braves. That one finds the zone. Strike one. And the slider just misses. And a pitch. Missed with a changeup. And a count 2-1. Foul ball there.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Out towards left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. He wrote a terrific piece before the season that detailed his love for baseball.
Yeah, he and his friends would play at the beach, in a huge lot behind the hospital, or out on the street. All they needed was a newspaper and some tape, and they were ready for a game.
Crawford at first, one gone. On the ground to third. And it gets by him. Here's Austin Riley. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Turn it.
One at second. What a double play.
That away.
Inning over. End of the first from Truist Park. No score.
It's the way to get out of a jam. Pitcher's best friend. Gunnar Henderson.
And we're back. Bottom half of
Ozzie Albies.
Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Franklin back to work. And there's a foul ball. Albies, 28 years old. And he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Wouldn't chase that time. The 1-2. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Here's Orlando Arcia.
Well, that gives them a runner, and maybe they can turn it into something more. With nobody out, a lot of things can happen here in this inning.
The 0-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Albies makes the turn at second. Around third. The relay throw. And he's out.
Got a boy, D. Way to pick me up. One down.
Here is Matt Olson. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Late swing, foul to the left. Arcia over at second, 1 down. In the air to left center. Mullins in pursuit. He's got it. That's out number 2.
2 down. Pretty good lineup when you got lefty Matt Olson in the 7 hole.
Here's Sean Murphy. That one clips the outside corner. Strike 1. Franklin, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Kicks and deals. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A 2-run shot. Home run number 15 on the year. And the Braves have the lead now. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Jared Kelnick. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high-leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
And it's even up. And a foul ball.
1 and 2.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And they'll do it again. Next one in the dirt. It misses. It's a strikeout. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We head on now to the...
Let's get back in at Baltimore.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris. Here comes the pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And he brings it into the warning track.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Next is the designated hitter, J.P. Crawford. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. 0-1. Now this is in the air down the line, and that drops foul. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Mullins makes the grab. And a couple of quick outs. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double. And his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed at everybody.
Oh, that ball finds its way to the outfield. A base hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 3-0. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Right through there for a strike. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the 3rd.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
In center. Mullins settles under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Oh, 3 down. 3 innings in the books. 3-0.
Orlando Arcia. The pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up.
0-2 count.
Everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, I like his intent there to be aggressive with the slider and make sure he got it inside, but he just yanked it across his body. A little too much horizontal rotation with the upper body instead of north-south.
And a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Mateo throws to Henderson on a Mountcastle.
Beautiful.
Double play.
I think 4, 6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there, very well done.
So here's Murphy now. That's a strike. 0-1.
Up.
And that one is lifted in the air. Santander in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the third.
Come on, Orioles, get some runs.
3-0. Left fielder Jared Kellner. Franklin back to work. Line drive, and that's
Look out, Jimmy.
Center field.
Lift your lips.
Aboard to start the inning.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Back to the top of the lineup, Michael Harris. Next up for the Braves.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Crawford now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. And a pitch. Swings and misses.
There's another K for the big J.
Up the ladder for strike 3. And at first, here's Acuna now.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Fastball for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
In the dirt, but kept close. Kellner off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss for the strike.
Now he's feeling it. Through 5, 3-0 Braves.
1 left for Atlanta, but they lead it 3-0.
7 hits already in 5. That's not normal.
And welcome back to the ball.
3-1. Stick with it.
Now Austin Riley. Franklin back to work. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Runner.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Henderson over to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Albies batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
0-1 for the count.
Comes up empty.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Another strikeout. How many is that? 4?
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty.
Boss Challenge versus Orlando Arcia.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia.
Boss Challenge versus Orlando RC.
Strike 1.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Strike 2.
Two outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And here it comes. Ground ball up the middle.
Gunner.
Stop. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. And the Braves go down quietly.
Come on, Orioles, score some runs.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dylan.
Oh, a really nice 3-game home series sweep. They came out and, from the first game of this series, really had a determination to play fundamentally sound baseball. They came up with the big hit when they needed.
Attributes increased. 2 equipment packs. Welcome to the show. Let's see what we get this time. '86, '87. He's year 2. I just can't believe this. '19. Six, 7. Wow, I didn't know he was that tall. Boston. So we got the 48 and 43. That's 91 games. I'm the number 2 starter in the rotation at age 19. Got to face Trout. Griffin Canning. I think I need to work more on the strikeouts and being more of an edge pitcher with Jimmy. Angels aren't very good.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Baltimore Orioles. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And singing a big bat in the lineup so far this year, Mike Trout leads the... So just about set now. Getting the nod in this one, Jimmy Franklin. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Berg, and the fans are well aware of that. For him, he's got to just not press and go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start. Home, on the road, it doesn't matter. My job is to focus on that catcher's mitt, attack hitters, and just try to move through a ball game. So if he can find that kind of focus, doesn't matter where he's pitching because he has good enough stuff to go out there and win a ball game.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Jeez.
Base hit.
Here we go again. First inning, he just doesn't perform.
Second now with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Late on that fastball.
Well, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seemed to play better in road games.
And a pitch.
KKKK.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
2 on, 1 out. And next for LA, Brandon Drury.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even
Boss
though it's early,
challenge
it
with
could change the
Brandon
outcome of this
Drury.
game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Boss challenge with Brandon Drury.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1-1. In the dirt. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Ground ball could be
Turn
2.
it.
Throws to Henderson.
Yeah.
It's a double play.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of the jam.
Is that Mateo?
And they end the inning.
Yeah. Mateo. The Gunner. The Big Dog Mountcastle. Let's get some runs.
And we're back. And now Luis Rengifo. And a pitch. Rengifo measures 5 feet 10 inches, 195 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Next offering is down low.
All right, the Tigers, kid, you got this.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here comes a pitch. And that one is in the dirt. 2-2. On a line, base hit.
Hit him at 2.
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wow, nice throw. Who is that?
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single.
Nobody out, runner at first. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. On the ground,
Turn it.
third might be 2.
1.
McKinstry toss
2.
to second. On to first, double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
It is a team
Gary
sport.
Sanchez. 2
Gary.
hits and 4 at-bats during yesterday's ball game. And that's in the dirt.
Okay, Gary.
And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. Pitch in the dirt. And the count 2-1. And that skips in the dirt. Second inning here, no score. And he walked him.
It's okay. He's
Pretty
slow.
easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And the batter now, Mickey Moniak, Mountcastle. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Oh boy, Ryan.
Angels strand one. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. So in now for the Angels, Kyron Paris. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So now back to the top of the order.
He's got some speed, Kyron Paris. He's really come on this season.
And now the first baseman, Nolan Shotwell. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Snap throw to first, and he's back in safely.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
That's in there, and it's 0-1. Line drive, takes it in for the out.
One down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Ward stands in here, takes ball one low. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Paris leads off first with one away. Just missed.
Oh my
It's a good
goodness.
take.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
2 down.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Here's Mike Trout. His first at-bat was a strikeout, and now he steps off the rubber. First pitch, not close.
All right, come on now.
In the
Here he
dirt
goes. Got him.
to second, and he's out.
That away, Adley.
One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Back here in Baltimore, new inning getting started. Now it's the power speed combo. Mike Trout. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Michael Upstream Trout. Let's get him. Let's get him.
Franklin back to work. That one's in there. It's 0-1. That one
0-2.
fouled off. Kicks and deals. Hit hard, base hit.
It's not where I wanted the pitch. The
I'd
heck
say a
happened?
mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Brandon Drury to the plate.
Up.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Brings it in.
That's Santander.
And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
The pitch. There's a strike. 96 to record the punch out.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Davis in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Fought off foul.
1-1. Watch for him to be moving here.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 outs. Pitches in there. 1-2. Fourth inning underway. No score.
Struck him out.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2-2.
And that's how you do that.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Come on. What the hell's going on with the PS today?
So 1 hit is all they get. We're midway. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's Gary Sanchez now. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. And that's in the dirt. That's a strike. And it's 2-2. Kicks and fires. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
5 Ks already. He's on point today at home.
Mickey Moniak, the next to hit for the Angels. And a good eye there. The next offering misses. And it's 2-0. Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the second game of the series. And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And another ball.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Fouled off. He was late. The Orioles leading by a run. And we're at the top of the 5th. And he hits a ground ball to right side.
Yeah. 2-5.
Closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning.
Bang, bang.
So they've been held scoreless through 5. It's the Orioles 1 and the Angels nothing.
Boy, this. All right. Nice play by Mountcastle. The gunner back to Mountcastle. What's going on here?
All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Nolan Shanuel.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a strike in there.
Big, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Outside corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Up.
And that one lifted in the air, center field.
Seth Mullins,
Makes the grab on
really
the
good
run.
center fielder.
And there's two away.
Mike Trout.
Here's Trout, 1 for 2. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. The other way.
Get him at 2.
That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Drury in the box now. Takes strike 1. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That's inside. And that is ball 1. Man at second. And it's even up.
What the heck? What is going on here?
Swings and misses, struck him out.
It's a little choppy. I might have to restart the stream.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And
It's a little
sometimes you
choppy.
just
I might
gotta
have to
let it
restart the
out.
stream.
That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Big Jim. 6'7", 255.
And we're back. And now, Luis Rengifo. Franklin back to work. And that one fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That one misses. And 1-1.
Nobody here, nobody.
Turned on, but that's foul
1-2.
down the third baseline. It's a
He's on fire today.
A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now it's J.D. Davis.
Strike
Grounded
1.
ball here, rolls foul. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground,
Mateo.
right side. Whips it to Mountcastle.
2 down.
2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of
Gary.
the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Sanchez up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. That one ripped. That's back. Gone.
God bless America.
A laser to left. And we're level. It's 1-1.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way.
And now Mickey Moniak. And that is that.
Gary frickin' Sanchez.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the... Franklin made it through 7 with 1 earned run allowed, striking out 8 batters.
He went out there and put him in a position to win, Boog, and that's all you can really ask of him. They may have lost, but that was a more than respectable effort.
I don't know why he's giving up. That's just the PlayStation's acting weird. Thanks for being here. Pull up a chair. 84 pitches, 7 hits, 8 Ks, 2 walks. That's too much. Ooh, we got a pitching perk. That's a gold. Ain't gonna be worthy. Two equipment packs. Are you ready for some hitting or some pitching or both? '86. I don't remember it taking this long to build guys up. But I guess it's season 2. July. Will he be an all-star? Welcome to the show. At 8-4? We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I don't think he'll be a all-star at 8-5. I just don't see it happening. But we're to the all-star break. Let's check and see where we stand in the standings. Eight games out. Rays, Blue Jays, Orioles. We are currently a wild card team, but I had to play a lot better than we are. Saturday. Nope. Chase Dollander in Colorado. 87 on top. the road or at home, I want the Orange Crush. Big Orange Crush. So we got Said Mullen should be leading off. Rutschman, Gunner, Santander, Adele, Amador, Sterling, Tom. I don't know any of these guys hardly on the Rockies. Drew Romo. I'd say it's a double-digit strikeout performance coming.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Colorado Rockies. And we're back. And today's starter, Jimmy Franklin.
Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah? I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in.
This ball is roped, and it gets down into the gap in right center. And that's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Here's the third baseman.
Hey, nobody. Attack him, pitch to him.
So we got the lead in
That misses. 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time. That one misses.
What?
And that's ball 3. And there's ball 4.
That's okay.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Damon Frost, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. And a foul ball left side.
Carefully work through and
First
navigate
and second,
this.
no outs. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
One ball, 2 strikes. Hey, we got you. Right after this guy, we got you.
And a swing and a
Beauty.
miss. And that is a
Beautiful.
big first out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone.
Nice
Become
view.
defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Not close with that one. And it's 1-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And a count 1-2. 2 on, 1 out. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Hey, one down right now.
2-2 now. Stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Get out of here. No
Well, he
runs.
should get
Let's
some
go.
fist bumps when he gets back into the dugout, because even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. And this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up as early as possible. So gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see what's working for this pitcher or not. But I tell you what, it's a nice job right there.
Kike Hernandez at the plate now. That's ball one. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that one fouled off.
Get that cutter up and in.
2 on, 2 outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Squirts away a little bit, and an excellent job keeping it right there. First inning going a bit long, 23 pitches to this point. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And down on strikes
Got out of
he
that
goes.
one.
He battled
Miracle,
for a long
but I got
time,
out
and
of it.
Finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat. Bottom of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Franklin back to work. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball one. Just missed. The wind of the pitch. Center field.
One down.
Mullins hauls it in, and there's one away.
6.
Jordan Beck getting
He's
ready
in
to
the-
hit.
Up in the majors right now.
That one missed.
I don't know why this is so
Goes
touchy
6
today.
feet 3 inches, 23 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2022. And now 2-1. The Rockies trailing by a run at bottom half of inning number 2. Bounce to the left side.
Nice play.
Throws to first in time.
1 down. 1 up. 1 down. 2 up. 2 down.
Now the left fielder.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. Striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their
Get
timing
there.
later on in the game.
3 up.
We'll hold
3
that
down. No
thought,
hit
as
inning.
That's the third.
That's the
And
way.
welcome back to the ballpark.
We
Set
like
to the
it.
bottom of the third. Now here is Drew Romo. Franklin back to work. Right side. And foul ball.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that's outside. Bounced out to
Gunner.
short.
No problem.
Sends it across
Catcher.
to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Adael Amador digging in for the Rockies. Doubled his first time up. There's the strike. That clips the corner. The Orioles leading by 3 here in the last half of the third. And down on strikes.
Hey,
2 away.
Henderson.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Lifted in the air, right field.
3 up,
Santander
3 down.
makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning.
Is the wind blowing in? It's blowing out. Be careful.
Bottom of the fourth. And here's the first baseman, Damon Frost. The wind of the pitch. And that one sliced foul.
Cutter up and away.
Left-hand hitter waits. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And takes low for ball 1.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. So in now for Colorado, Zach Veen. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The Orioles leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the air to left down the line. Hayes ranging after it. No trouble
nice
here.
Catch,
Puts it away
Hayes.
for
2
the
up,
out.
2 down.
And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Kike Hernandez.
Like, comment,
He was a
subscribe.
strikeout victim his first time.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Foul ball there.
He was sitting dead
2
red.
down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one almost got him. And that's off the inside edge. And the count 2-1. And he takes a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strike.
Another K. Jimmy's doing
Nothing doing
okay.
for the Rockies. They're down 4-0.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Cold as heck outside. Alright, we've got a 1-hitter going.
Back here in Coors Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's Brendan Rodgers.
The second baseman.
Rodgers, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. He gets there with the slide. Nicely done for the out.
1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bad. Batting with 1 down.
Taken all
Takes
the
a
way.
strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
1 down, base is empty. That one ran inside.
Nice block,
Almost got
Adam.
him.
You the man. Easy does it.
Swing and a ball popped up. Mateo puts it away.
2
And
up,
there's
2
away.
down. Work ahead, stay ahead.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder. He's 0 for 1. Up and in, and it's 1-0.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he is attacking hitters, pitching on the road like this.
Ah, that ends the inning. So we take a
Another
break.
equipment pad.
1, 2, 3. Go.
1, 2, 3. 7th
Bottom
inning.
of the 6th. Now the
6.
Rockies catcher, Drew Romo. A line to kick the pitch. Fastball for a strike.
All these
99.
Rockies being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be
guessing
patient,
there.
but it's mostly
Let's get that
resulting in
nasty
outs, not
curveball
base
down and
runners.
in.
And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes.
These guys stink.
Picks up
Just
strikeout
like
number
they do
7.
this year. They're on
He came out
pace
of
to
his
be the
mechanics
worst team
there.
of
Typically, he
all
likes to shoot the
time.
ball the other way,
the Rockies.
but that time A little anxious.
Bounced
There's a
up
hit.
the middle, and it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Number 60 stands in now and watches strike one. The Orioles leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now we blow them away with the high heat.
The 0-2. Line drive.
Right at him.
Mullins snags it for the second out. Damon Frost digging in for the Rockies. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Paint it.
Amador off of first with 2 away. That one ripped. Mullins makes the catch in and
We'll
goal.
use a defense if you have to.
The
You
Rockies
got
strand
one of the best
It's
shortstops,
5-0.
one of the best center fielders, 2-hitter going, and the same guy got 2 hits. I don't know
Set for the
how.
last half of the 7th. Here's the Rockies cleanup
It's
hitter.
5-0.
Zach Veen.
Zach
Franklin
Veen,
back
he's
to
got
work.
potential.
That one in triple
100.
digits.
Wow.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
And that skips into dirt.
Look out.
And base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that
Watch your
baseball.
lips.
That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Here's Kike Hernandez.
Oh,
Not
Kiki.
having as much success with the bat here at home as you see the splits. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man.
Oh, now this one's high
No.
and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Colorado.
A gigantic blast. And they close the gap. It's 5-2. They needed that
Right
one,
down the
Siggy.
middle.
Indeed, they did. They've been fighting.
He's done for the day.
Dylan Tate gets the ball now.
Oh, he won. Got another dub.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because
Can't believe
things
I
are
give up
clicking
a home
up and
run.
down the
That was
lineup.
stupid,
Pitchers are pitching.
stupid,
The team is making the
stupid.
plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling. It's not going to last.
81 pitches, 4 hits, 1 home run, 1 walk, 7 Ks, and then, of course, a 2-run homer. It basically gave up 1 homer, 1 double, 2 singles. Oh, another dynamic perk. What's going on here? Cutter control. Okay, let's see here. Pitching 1. Velocity. Four seam, circle change, curveball. And get the curveball out of there. Slurve. Let's go with the Manny bat. 3-3-2-3. Okay, which build is this? Pitcher 1. What does he got? Velocity control brake. Pitcher 1. That's the one I'm going with. Win. 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 W. W. Let's go back to that all orange. Who do they got? Carroll's batting third, Bregman fifth, Lord Scariel, Gabe. Bottom of the order's not very good. Jake McCarthy, Manuel Rivera, Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte. Those are the big three. They scored 52 plus runs. They're at 41 plus runs. It's a big, big game.
Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Arizona Diamondbacks. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Baltimore Orioles have taken the first 2 games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same.
Big orange crush.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game.
All right, it's game time.
Back here in the desert and pitching in this game, Jimmy
9-5.
Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah? I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Out to center. Mullins settles under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
McCarthy. Who's this big dog? Rivera? He's a
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Emmanuel Rivera. That one ripped left field. Headed one, hops the wall.
Get him at 2.
Turns and heads for second. The relay throw.
He's out.
The tag out.
Yes. Big boy. What are you doing? Austin Hayes loving it.
2 outs, base is empty. This is Corbin Carroll. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boo. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
And that's in the dirt. 2 outs, base is empty. And another ball. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially 2 strikes.
And down on strikes.
Rutschman
nice
is my boy.
He sets him down 1-2-3. Diamondbacks down quickly.
This guy can pitch.
Back here at Chase Field, we head to the bottom of the second. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And the pitch. That one not close. Ball 1. Marte, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. And a foul ball. And now the lefty. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
That's it. Get him at 2. Get him at 2.
The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Man at second. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get
down.
going a little bit.
Strike
Too
three.
bad, Brigman.
Got him looking on the changeup. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. right through there for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Check on the runner, and he's back safely. Kicks and deals. One out and a runner at second. Swing and a ball
Right at him.
in left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That
Welcome.
front shoulder coming
Yo,
open
welcome.
instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Gabriel Moreno, the next to hit, takes ball one.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
What in the Sam
In
heck?
the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
Good job, Adley.
Marte on at second with two down. And there's ball four.
It's okay.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Alec Thomas now.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And a good eye there. First and second, two down. Bottom half of inning number two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And a swing and a miss.
Boy, Jerry.
That's the third out. Inning over.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom of the inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jordan Lawler.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
On the ground to third, and he picks it up in foul territory. Bounced up the middle.
Right at him.
And that chance handled. Tosses to first.
One down.
Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them joints a rolling. Schneider.
So the batting order turns over. Jake McCarthy will hit next. Not close with that one. Ball one. Right side.
Got room, got room.
Sizing this one up, and there's two down. Two outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Emmanuel Rivera. And that's outside. And that's ball one.
He's done a great job getting the first two outs. Want to get this number 2 hitter, get back in the dugout, and face 3, 4, 5 next inning.
That's right.
Two down, nobody on. Out to short.
Gunner.
Whips it across. And that is the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona. They trail things here 2-0.
Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum diddy-doo. There she was, just walking down the street, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum diddy-doo.
That's in there. And that's strike one. And that skips in the dirt. That one's in there. 1-2. The pitch. Up here, third base side. Henderson under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Good way to get rid of Corbin Carroll.
Here's Ketel Marte. Doubled his first time up. down the line.
Got room.
And
Out of
that's a
bounds.
foul ball. Got him swinging for the
Nice
strikeout.
circle
Pulled
change.
the string on the changeup.
He had
Sit
him out
down,
in front,
P-Tal.
which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
He was
And
way
now it's Alex
early.
Bregman. He was a
Okay,
strikeout victim his
Bregman.
first time.
Cutter. Start him with the slurve and then the sweeper.
Foul ball.
Way ahead of it.
2 outs. Fought off foul.
Cutter way down and in.
And a pitch. Line drive. Hauls it in to end the inning.
Who was that? Schneider.
And the Diamondbacks down in order. And they're down 2-0.
Let's make it 5-0.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
2-0.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And he deals. Gurriel measures 6 feet 4 inches, 215 pounds. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Hayes makes the grab, one away.
Rolling. Jimmy Franklin's rolling. Oh, hey.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Gabriel Moreno walked his first time. And a foul ball left side.
He's sitting dead red.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Scout.
And here it comes. Wouldn't chase that time. The Orioles leading by 2, last half of inning number 5. And there's a ball. High in the air, out to right. On the move. He's got it. And there are 2 down.
That a boy, Walker Jenkins.
Alec Thomas stands in
Can't
now
wait
for
till
the
he gets up.
Diamondbacks. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Next pitch in the dirt. And it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Show for that bunt.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That one misses in the dirt.
Yes, sir.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to Mountcastle.
And another
3rd out,
no-hit
that
inning
ends the
for
frame.
Jimmy
So
Marvin
1, 2, 3 go
Franklin.
to Diamondbacks. They trail it here 2-0.
2-hitter going. What do we got now?
Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the shortstop,
Jordan Lawler.
Jordan Lawler.
It's pretty quick.
Franklin back to work. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
99 speed. Keep
Well,
him
a swing
close.
like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game.
Top of the order.
But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And that one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a...
Oh, this pitch
shoot.
runs in too far. That got him. 1st and 2nd, no outs. Emmanuel Rivera stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Slow it down.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Throws to Henderson. On to Mountcastle. It's
Double
a double play.
That's the way we like it.
Like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play.
The gunner.
Right there,
Come on.
very well done.
Now we need to strike
Next to hit
out.
for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
He can't touch me.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner stays put at third.
Let's go.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. In the dirt.
What's going on here?
That's a great job behind the dish there.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
And ball one.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor.
Oh.
This might get interesting, dude.
That's off the mark. Now 3-1. Alex Bregman in the on-deck circle.
All ball.
And that's too high, ball 4.
Okay.
Well, that sets up a
Let's get
really
out of
big
here.
at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Bregman swings through it for strike 1.
0-2.
2 outs. Now a pop-up on the infield. He's under it.
And that's how you
And
get out of
that will
that.
end the inning.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Diamondbacks leave them loaded. They're still
Welcome
down.
to the
It's
Minnesota
2-0.
Jer channel. We'll be going on the marathon today. I want to get
Back
to the
here in the
playoffs.
desert,
It's
here's
July.
Gurriel.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks.
Lords
The lefty
Gurriel
fires.
Jr.
Loaded.
That one finds the
Slurve.
zone. 0-1. Yeah, that's too high.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Adam out
Wipe him
front for the
out.
strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Moreno
Sweeper.
in the box again. Takes a strike.
Cutter.
That one drifts inside.
What are you looking for, Gabe? Slurve. Up.
Hit in the air, center field. Mullins in pursuit. He's there. He's got it. Out.
2 down.
Number 2. Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter,
Strike.
not able to get anything going.
Yes.
And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to
Slurve.
Gary Simmons. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
He doesn't know what's coming.
Off the mark there. It's 2-2. The wind of the pitch. That one is absolutely
Right at him.
belted.
Walker, get him
And
at
it's a
2.
one-hopper off the wall. Should
Might
be
be going
extra
3.
bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Lawler up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
Be careful here.
Late on that fastball.
His
Yeah,
fans,
like
they
that
are
one.
ready to cheer about something.
Out to short. Henderson zips it across. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning.
Through 7, Franklin's pretty happy about this performance. 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit batter.
Back here at Chase Field, ready to go
Top
for the
of the
last half
order.
of the inning. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. As the lefty gets to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
Bounce to the right.
Easy play.
Mountcastle takes it to the bag.
3
One
pitches,
gone to the
put him
bottom
at
of the
96.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Henderson over to first in time. And a couple
What
of
a
quick
performance.
outs.
I don't know if it
Now
should
it's the
keep
right
me in,
fielder,
though.
Corbin Carroll.
I want to get the dub.
And there's the strike.
Oh, he's looking to try to finish off 8 solid innings out there on the mound. He's just getting it.
There's a swing and a drive.
That's not going. That's a
And an
double.
automatic
Probably
double
take
as
me
it
out of
hops
the game now,
fence.
please.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout. A new pitcher in the game, Camilo Gold.
He's done it again, Boog. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to
10-win
bed.
season.
Sweet dreams, everyone.
Merrill Kelly played pretty tough against us. 5 hits. Camille Dovell, 7 2/3, 5 hits, 3 walks. Third in the AL East, 58-44. On to the next one. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Gracias su atento.
Gracias intended.
We get to get the 50 packs. Boom, 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 boom. Headliner. Let's go see what we got in that pack. I think it's about time to start hitting. Nothing new. Billy the Kid. No. So we got the Professor. Billy the Kid. We want velocity. What? Battle tested. What does this do? I want this to be the cutter, so we'll change up. Swerve. Actually, slider. And then this was going to be the cutter. All right. does that star mean? Was he an all-star? How many Ks? 121 and 124. 2.89. I like that repertoire. Four seam, circle change, cutter, sweeper, slider, and just stick to your best three pitches. His home runs are up, walks per 9, hits per 9, stamina. That's what I got to work on, stamina. Okie dokie. Rotations number 287. Brash is 89. Cole Irvin. Luis Severino. Ooh, Austin Gomber. I better have Tyler Wells in there. Who's our closer now? Camilo Doval. How many saves does he have? 30. He's a two-way player? Well, let's keep shutting the door. Stamina. He's running like Forrest Gump. Remember, MLB is a marathon, not a race.
Remember.
Hey, Jimmy, have a seat. Did you know Hyde got fired? That's too bad. We're really happy with your overall performance this season. You pitched 26 and 2/3 innings with a 2.038 ERA this month, so you've done a fantastic job keeping runs off the board. In that time, you only have 24 strikeouts, so I guess you finished more bats with Ks. Sure. Overall, 2 times attribute performance games. We're very happy with your performance. You're a really important part of this team, and we're counting on your strong play to continue. I won't let you down. Alright, Jimmy, keep up the hard work. Look at him smile, he's happy. Nice tie. Here we go, Oakland. 1-10 Luis Medina versus number 10-5 Jimmy Franklin. Who's playing second? Jorge Mateo. We got Cedric Mullins all the way down there. Who do we got? Let's go with the City Connect. Make it memorable. Thanks for being here. Like, comment, subscribe. Suggest. Santander, Mountcastle, Schneider.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Tuesday baseball on the show. Baltimore Orioles. All right, just about set to go. And starting this one, Jimmy Franklin. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
The pitch.
Up.
Out towards left center. Mullins settles under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. So up next,
Wind's blowing in.
Jacob Wilson. 2 hits and 5 at-bats last night. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Franklin. He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. And he deals. Not close with that one. And a count 2-1.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
And it drops in.
Oh, my
So a
God.
man aboard now with 1 away.
But for the most part,
Jacob
with that kind
Wilson?
of stuff, you expect him to
Hell's
get to the
Jacob
middle
Wilson?
of the ball game.
Zach Geloff up
This
next for
guy.
the A's. First pitch doesn't find the zone. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
This one in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently. Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended storm, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
And that's how you do that, Rooker. Take a break.
The A's strand 1. Orioles due up in the first. Top of the second. Here's the speedy catcher, Shea Langoliers. The pitch. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Langoliers getting the starting catcher, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. And now the lefty. And a foul ball.
Easy game of catch now. You got this.
Next one misses. The count now 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And there's 1 away.
Big boy Jimmy.
So here's Brown at the plate. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind.
Hip hip.
As to the conviction in the call.
On to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Clark Elliott getting ready to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Ball 1 low. Wouldn't chase that time. Fly ball down the line. Sizing this one up. Hauls it in to end the
Whoa,
inning.
whoa, whoa. Got him.
We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
He's an all-star, but I didn't even know it.
He is an all-star, but I didn't even know it.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Tommy Troy. Trying to bunt his way on. McKinstry fires over to first. No
One
hit
down.
here on the bunt attempt. They get the out. Now Nick Allen. There's the strike.
Beauty.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Up.
That one is lifted in the air. Hauls it in.
2 down.
2 away.
Just build.
Back
Throw
to the top of the lineup.
strikes.
Este
Keep
Yuri
it in the
Ruiz
zone.
up next for the A's. And a strike in there.
It's 94.
2 outs, base is empty. I say a win.
99.
This one smacked out to left center. And that's a base hit. Joey gets
Second
on
time
base
he
and
got
keeps it
me.
going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed.
Wilson.
On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
All ball.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
0-2 now. And down on strikes he goes.
KKKK.
That's out number 3. One left for Oakland. They're down 4-0.
Four nothing.
Back now at Oriole Park. Start of the 4th. Striding to the plate now for Oakland. Zach Geloff. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
And that's down, a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. And the batter now, Brent Rooker. There's the strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Geloff on at first, nobody out. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a pitch. And another ball. Struck him out looking.
One down. Let's get the double play and get out of here.
This guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little
nice
tough to
block,
watch right now.
Adley. You're the
In
man.
the dirt. The Orioles leading by 4 here in the 2nd game of the series.
1-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a
6
strikeout.
Ks.
Oh, interesting. He's
11.
looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner off, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
2 outs. That big swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
The Athletics down by 4. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch misses.
Wow.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2. He goes down looking.
KKKK. Another K from my boy
The A's
Jimmy.
strand 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0.
3 hitters so far.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Clark Elliott. There's a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Oh.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
9-0.
That kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Troy, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That one's upstairs, ball one. Now 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got him eating out of my hand.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Allen stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And that's too high. That one misses. And the count is 3-1. The wind and the pitch. And there's ball 4.
Son of a biscuit.
Do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Ruiz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there, back, gone. So he goes yard to left. His second home run of the series. It's 9-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Wilson, a former All-Star, 23 years old, a former first-round pick in 2023. Base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer.
What
and
in
he
the
hit
heck?
the ball on the screws.
In the dirt, and no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. And the 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time.
Oh my God.
In the dirt, squirts away from Rutschman. Here's a 3-0. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Rooker in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Here's the 0-2. Headed towards the corner. Santander racing after it. Makes a nice running catch.
Disappointed.
And that is that. So
That's
they
what
get
I
2
am.
runs on 2
Disappointed.
hits. One of them left the yard. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's
2
the Orioles
on
9
homer
and
by
the A's 2.
Esteri Ruiz.
2 iron homer by Starry Ruiz.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. Franklin tossed 5 good innings and whiffed 9.
They know he's capable of better on the mound, and he does too, but he did all right in this start.
Better.
Come away with the win. Be happy with that and do better.
5
in the next
innings,
start.
5 hits, 2 walks, 2 runs, 9 Ks.
Our final run score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 9 runs, 14.
Let me pitch 5, but at last inning, 27 pitch inning. 2, 4, 9 Ks. Look at that. Ooh, gold equipment. 87. Should be 88, but as soon as I get that diamond pitching status, Tyler Wells. They put Bradish in the bullpen? What the hell's going on here? Wow. Runs allowed. Did he go up? You think with two attributes get increased, he would increase by 1 point, but it's not that simple. 87. This is the professor. We want pitcher 1. 87. 87. Okay, let's move on. Am I the ace now? Oh, number 2. Joey Wentz. '88 road jerseys for the Orioles. Just eclipsed the 2-hour mark. Keep it up.
Hello and welcome.
Just eclipsed the 2-hour mark.
Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers. Back here in Detroit and on the hill, Jimmy Franklin. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Javier Baez stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Can't you catch?
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
And a foul ball. And a pitch. That one ripped. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. And a run comes in to score. This to third. McKinstry gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Oh, that's McKinstry at third.
Muncy digs in. In for a strike. And it's 0-1. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Tying run in scoring position here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Under it. And there are 2 down. Garrett Richards, a guy who was originally a first-round pick of the Angels out of the University of Oklahoma. Now it's Jansen to hit. Almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. Late with the swing there.
1-2.
That smash towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the second here at Comerica. It's the Orioles 2 and the Tigers 1. Bottom of the second. And now the DH, Spencer Torkelson.
Spence.
Torkelson in his 4th year, 25 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
Okay, Spence.
Franklin back to work. In the air, left side, under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Deep fly ball.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
George Castillo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one misses in the dirt. Wouldn't chase that time. 1 out, bases empty. Liner, base hit.
3-1.
A swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And that one fouled off. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball right side. One at second. Back to first. Double play.
Jimmy.
Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Orioles 3 and the Tigers 1.
Mateo Perdomo. 3-1.
Back at Comerica Park.
5-1.
We go to the last of the third. Here's the left fielder, Justin Henry Malloy. In there at the knees, and that's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And ball 1.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Rips one to right. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. The batter now, Javier Baez. Double the lead off the bottom of the first. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Drifts towards it. Squeezes it. And there's one away.
Big old Rutch.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
Mateo stands in now and watches strike 1. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. That one.
Come on.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Next pitch is outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
Fires to second for 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Don't run.
That's the way we like it.
And we're back. Here's the second
6-1.
baseman, Colt Keith. Franklin back to work. Fastball for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Left-hand batter waits. And a swing and a miss there.
1 and 2 is the count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The third baseman, number
And now it's Max Muncy. Fly to left his first time. That one catches the zone. Strike 1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Hey, place at 1 now.
Now a screamer into the outfield. 2 away.
Right at him.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The 0-1. And a foul ball.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Swings through it, and that's a
Oh,
strikeout.
no hits. Strikeout. Out
Tigers are shut
recorded.
down
Edge
there.
strike.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Spencer Torkelson. And that skips into dirt.
Well, these Tigers being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Line drive, base hit.
God.
Man aboard on the
Who
leadoff
is out
single.
and right?
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Torkelson gets his lead at first with nobody out. Ball. In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner holds. Fastball almost got him there.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And it's filled up. The Orioles leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. And that's ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this. But he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Here comes Chris Taylor. And that one in the air center field. Hayes has it sized up. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Justin Henry Malloy, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. It's 6-2.
Second.
He's in there.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Fly ball to right. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Applies the tag. And
Double play.
Double play. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over.
Always exciting to see a play.
Back at Comerica Park. Now it's going to be Daniel Mateo. The wind to kick the pitch. There's the strike.
0-1.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Mateo sends it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Just missed.
Wow.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That one the other way. Makes
2
the
down.
grab. 2 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down at Back here in Detroit, Danny Jansen to hit here.
The catcher,
The wind of the pitch. And a curve is down and in. And it's fouled away. The pitch. And that one wrapped foul.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Big Chief.
Next to hit, Spencer Torkelson. That's in there. 0-1.
Get ahead, stay ahead.
Keep him guessing.
Well struck right field.
He's in. He's
That
got
one's
it.
back. And that ball is out of here. He
Spence.
circles the bases. His 12th of the season, and they're chipping away. It's 7-3. So 1 out, nobody on. And up next for Detroit, George Castillo. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws the first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Chris Taylor. And there's a strike. 1 run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And that's a base hit. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit. And a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat. But, man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the
strike 3 and a
bingo,
fastball
bingo,
up in the
bungo.
zone. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Orioles 7
Join Jimmy
and
for the
Tigers
playoff
3.
push.
Join Jimmy for the playoff push.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Franklin delivered a quality start over 7 innings of work.
They know he's capable of better on the mound, and he does too. But he did all right in this start, and they come away with the win. Be happy with that and do better.
7
in the next
innings,
start.
8 hits, 1 walk, 3 earned, 4 Ks. Adley homered, Santander homered, Mountcastle homered. Just didn't have his changeup, and the circle change was not acting. It was acting kind of funny. .96, 1.13, 134 Ks. I don't know. We'll see. I was hoping for 200K season. It's going to be interesting. 112. We got 50 games to go. That'd be about 10 more starts. Oh. W. Great job today. Great job today. Boy, we're just barely hanging on. This Rangers series is really important. Adios, pelota.